So in this video, we're going to talk about how do you solve linear equations for a variable when there's fractions involved. And of course, since we've been dealing with rational expressions, we know kind of how to manipulate them a little bit. We're going to think about least common denominators and use them in this case. Notice that in the first example, I have a denominator of 3 and a denominator of 12. Think about what our least common denominator is going to be there, and of course that's going to be 12. We're going to take that 12 and we're going to multiply it by both sides of the equation. We're going to take 12 and multiply it by negative 4 over 3a. And then we're going to multiply that 12 by 11 over 12. Now notice that in the first, on the left-hand side, this 12 over 3 is the same as 4 over 1. And so we end up with 4 times negative 4 times a, which is negative 16a. And then look, this 12 over 12, they just divide out. And so we have negative 16a is equal to 11. And so a is equal to negative 11 over 16. All right, in the second example, there's no fractions. All we have is a lot going on. So we just want to distribute to get rid of the parentheses and then combine like terms, get all of the terms with a variable on one side of the equation, get all of the terms that are just constants on the other. All right, so let's do that. Let's take that 4 and distribute it through to both pieces of the binomial and also the 3. Okay, so we'll end up with 4a minus 4 minus 9 is equal to 3a plus 15 plus 2. All right, so if I just combine some like terms on either side, I've got 4a minus 13 is equal to 3a plus 17. Let's bring this 3a to the left, and let's bring this negative 13 over to the right. So 4a minus 3a will give us a. Add positive 13 to both sides. I'll end up with 13 plus 17 is 30. And that will be our answer. All right, let's take a look at this next example. Let's do something different. We've got a denominator of 3, 2, and 4, right? We don't have to think about this 3 because we've already got it. So 3, 2, and 4. What would be our least common denominator there? Well, 2 goes into 4, but 3 does not. So let's think about multiples of 4, which is the largest value there, until we get something that both 3 and 2 go into. 3 and 2 are factors of. So the multiple of 4, that's 4 times 2 is 8. And 2 goes into that, but 3 does not. How about 4 times 3, which is 12? Oh, winner, winner. 3 goes into that and 2 as well. So our least common denominator here is 12. So now let's take and multiply the 12 by everything. So we're going to take 12 and multiply it by 2/3 w. 12 times 1/2. 12 times negative 1/3. And 12 times 3/4 w. All right, let's clean it up. 12 over 3 is the same as 4 over 1. 12 over 2 is the same as 6 over 1. 12 over 3 is again 4 over 1, and 12 over 4 is 3 over 1. So here, I've got 4 times 2 times w, also known as 8w. Here, I've just got 6. 6 times 1. Here, I've got 4 times negative 1, which is negative 4. And here, I've got 3 times w, which is 9w. Well, that looks a whole heck of a lot nicer. Let's bring this 9w to the left and make it negative w. And let's bring this negative 6 to the right and add a 6, and that will give us positive 2. So negative w equals 2. When I multiply both sides by a negative 1, that would mean that w is equal to negative 2. Okay, for our last example, what do we have as our denominators? We have 2, 3, and 6. All right, let's think about what our common denominator would be. Take a look at our largest value there and see if the other two are factors, and they are indeed. So this one's easy. Our LCD is going to be 6, so we're going to multiply everything through by 6. So I've got 6 times b over 2 plus 6 times b minus 1 over 3 equals 6 times 3b plus 2 over 6. All right, let's clean it up a little bit. 6 over 2, that's 3 over 1. 6 over 3, that's 2 over 1. And 6 over 6 is just 1 over 1. Nice. So 3 times b is 3b. 2 times b minus 1 is going to be 2b minus 2. And then 1 times 3b plus 2 is just 3b plus 2. Okay, not bad at all. So I've got 3b plus 2b on the left. I've got 5b minus 2 is equal to 3b plus 2. Bring this 3b to the left, and I'll have 2b. And if I add 2 to the other side, I'll have positive 4, so b is equal to 2. And that should be it.